On everyone, I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes, and I thought we'd do a little update on not only my trades, how they're doing, which I use Bybit. By the way, I don't think I mentioned that in the last crypto trading 101 video I did. So the platform's called Bybit. There's a bunch of them out there, but I actually wanted to go over today Bitcoin. And it's funny if you haven't been plugged into the market, maybe you don't know, but Bitcoin's having a nice little run today. And what's really funny, and I'm guilty of this too, is when Bitcoin is down, we all say, don't worry about the price action, just look at the fundamentals. And we hammer that, and that is true. That is 99% true. But then when the price action goes up for Bitcoin, we're all jumping up for joy, and all the videos are based on price action. So it's kind of funny how that does work. It doesn't negate the truth of it, which is the fundamentals always matter. If anything, the fundamentals prove that the price is much lower than it actually should be. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. But today, let's just go over it, and I'm going to get deeper in another video to why the price action has moved. But you guys can see on the screen here, this is the price of Bitcoin, in USDT, with the BTC USDT comparison here, or I should say the value of it in USDT. And so remember, if you haven't seen the other video before, we talked about inverse perpetual and perpetual. So this chart right here is going to show the perpetual. And you can see that right now we're almost at 44. If you look in the top right corner, you'll see that the 24-hour high was actually 44,221, and the low has been 42,000, just above 42. So we're hovering in a 2,000 USDT kind of move here. So it's interesting. It's great to see. For anyone who's a chart reader, there's some good things in the chart, but I wanted to actually show, let's just get into the actual position. So if you guys even just see, if you see what, let's try and move this around so you can actually catch what I'm saying. Okay, so one thing here, if you compare this to the screenshots that were done in the previous video, one thing to note is that the leverage has changed. And what does that mean? So with any trade, you can actually put in a leverage amount. So you can decide to say, hey, I want to 10x my position, which means you're not putting in all of the amount. They're going to kind of spot you, 10x of it. So like, for example, if you see here at my unrealized profit and gain, it says 140% for ETH USD, and that's at a 10x leverage. So it's actually 14%. You just times it by 10. Okay, not sure if that makes it clear or not, but that's really what the 10x. So if you see the isolated, so right under where it says ETH USD, BTC USD, you're going to see isolated, isolated, isolated. That means that's the leverage position for each, or that's the leverage for each position. You can do it where you have multiple positions kind of sharing leverage, but this one is a little bit easier for me. And just position size, at least for the ETH USD, is not very small. The rest of them are okay, not great. But look, I mean, the returns are what they are, right? And if I click on here, because what you're going to see in the ETH USD and the Bitcoin USD is, that's actually the profit in ETH and profit in BTC. So again, if you haven't seen the previous video about USD versus USDT trading, go check it out. Okay, but so if I click on it here, you can see the ETH USD is really like $35 USD. Okay, so that's the worth of the Bitcoin or ETH that's being accumulating. That has been accumulating. And so if I were to decide to close out the position now, I would have $35 worth of ETH extra in my wallet. Okay, so Bitcoin a little bit bigger. We have down here almost $200 worth of Bitcoin. So you're going to see unrealized profit and loss right there in the middle. It says 0.00446, so that it's roughly 200 US dollars. Okay, we scroll down. Now we're into the USDT trades, and we have close to $200 in the Bitcoin one, as well as the ETH one, almost $200. Come down a little bit. It's hovering actually over 200 initially. So when I click back here, this is everything right here. You guys can see. Here we are. So we're at. Let's try and catch all of it here. So ETH right now sitting around, just under $3,100. Bitcoin sitting around just under, it's sitting around 43,800. And this is big because, just a little while ago, we were sitting in the 38s, 39s. You can see where I entered my positions. So it says entry price, and that'll show you the ETH was 2,600. Bitcoin's around 38,700. So it's been a nice swing, but it was volatile for a while. And those were, they call them Hail Marys to some degree. I had confidence that if it did go down, it wouldn't go down tremendously. And I was prepared to buy in more if it moved down. So this is kind of where it is. If you guys can see just the numbers here. So we have 140% in ETH, the ETH USD, and 115% in BTC USD. And in the USD trades, we've got 128% for Bitcoin and 185% for ETH. Okay, but remember, because of the leverage, okay, the actual amount in terms of what I have put in would be actually, a tenth of that. Okay, so 10x, we remove the 10, we're looking at 14%. You're looking at 11%, 13%, and about 19% going down. So just the leverage that we're using. So we're not using our own assets or capital. We're using that leverage, and that's going to give us a bigger return. Okay, so again, this was just a real quick video. I just wanted to update to see where things were. Things are kind of moving along. The markets are hot right now. They're starting to roll again. Let's see if they sustain themselves. I made fun of kind of, how we are, Bitcoin bulls or crypto bulls, is we downplay price when it's going down, and then when it shoots up, we're all over it. If you are a holder or hodler, however you want to pronounce it, of any crypto assets, especially Bitcoin and ETH, today is a day to be happy. The sun seems brighter, the birds seem to be chirping a little bit louder, all that good stuff happens. All right, so just a little update. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, tomorrow never comes. If you are going to trade, do it with caution. Do it with caution. I've done this for about 2 years now. Okay? Do not jump into trades if you're not familiar with them. Always do your own research. All right, guys? See you guys in the next one.